Thank you for checking out this little teaser of the history of the papacy and church. Here's a little taste of what's coming up soon on the History of the Papacy podcast. Now, if you like what you hear, I'd love it if you'd leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or your podcatcher of choice. If you want to support the podcast even more, consider becoming a Patreon on patreon.com/history of the papacy. There are many levels and benefits for you, and you help keep the history of the papacy going. You can learn more about all of this at historyofthepapacypodcast.com. With that, here's another piece of the mosaic of the popes of Rome and Christian church, and I will definitely be talking to you more soon. We've talked about intellectual pursuits and art, and those are really associated with high status. What are some of the high status sites that we can look toward?
Yeah, so I've already mentioned Armagh, Kildare. Kells is another big one, since that's one of the places of the Book of Kells is thought to have been written. We're not really sure where exactly it was written, but Kells was closely associated with Iona. There's also Clonmacnoise, which is founded in the mid 6th century, and the annals of Clonmacnoise come from there. We've got Inishfallen, which is there in the south of Ireland as well, and the annals of Inishfallen there. We've got Glendalough, which I think is fantastic. I've been fortunate to go and visit there, and so the name there translates as Valley of the Two Lakes, and it was founded in the 6th century by Saint Kevin, and it became itself quite a large site, and settlement kind of grew up around it, and it had workshops for processing vellum and a scriptorium. And I like to kind of bring up as much as I can this, having a scriptorium and processing vellum and being able to make these manuscripts is itself indicative of the high status and the wealth of a monastery, just because of how much effort and resources and time has to go into processing the vellum.